Hi, my name is Endosomwan. I am the business owner of Harmony's Kitchen, which is a soul food catering business located in Burlington. Today I'm in Brattleboro at the Epsilon Spires event, and I'm serving up some delicious soul food, both vegan and non-vegan.
Thank all of you for coming, and Shanta for collaborating with me and curating the poets, and the poets for being here, coming from Connecticut, Massachusetts, and the Northern Kingdom. So you're in for a great evening, and I'm about to do the raffle. So if you have your raffle tickets on hand, and we'd also like to thank the Vermont Community Foundation for supporting this event through the Spark Connecting Community Grant. So today's two raffle prizes are gift certificates to Vibes Lounge here on Main Street. So grab your tickets.
Can you tell us where again? We didn't catch it.
Vibes Lounge, it's the new poke bowl place across from Latches next to Shinlaw. So on the back of your ticket and pen, 33. 33? Anyone? That's you. Congratulations. Our next winner. 36. And now for our poets. Hello, good evening, everyone.
My name is Lady Abstract. I will be presenting some work by Ann Plato. This is her book, her one and only book. It's essays including biographies, miscellaneous pieces, and prose and poetry. And I'll be reading the beginning of my script for a show for Ann Plato. This is exclusive, so please bear with me because I wrote it recently, so this is the first time I'll be performing that. I'll be doing that and some work from Ann Plato. I'm supposed to do an introduction, right?
I would love for you to tell that story.
Oh. And then my time starts, or?
Yeah, go for it.
Well, I would like to find the painting first. Okay, got it. So, this is my Ann Plato aesthetic. 19th century skirt, 19th century shoes, and a 21st century blouse. My 19th century blouse actually came today at 3:06 p.m. when I arrived here in Vermont. I was like, really, ancestors? Okay. Long story short, I've been living in New England for 12 years. I'm originally from the west side of Chicago, and I moved to New England to Connecticut in 2009. My freshman year of college, I saw Ann Plato's spirit, but I didn't know who she was. I saw her ghost. It freaked me out because then I was heavy in my Christianity. I was a Bible thumping Christian child because I grew up in the church. So when I saw her ghost, I thought something was wrong with me, and that I was seeing things. 10 years later, in October of 2019, I saw her ghost again on Trinity College campus in Hartford, Connecticut, when I found her original manuscript. And I freaked out, and I knew that I had to do more work on Anne Plato and find her, tell her story. That's just like in a nutshell. So the poem I'll be reading, which is one of my favorites from her, is called I Have No Brother. I have no brother, for he died when I was very young, but still his memory round my heart like morning mist has hung. They tell me of his infant form with whom I often played, and a soft and gentle hand our youthful thoughts had waved. The image of my Henry dear, a sister has wept below. Art thou with Christ, the sinner's friend? Dost thou of heaven then know? My young companion in the dust, my one, my morning friend. The youthful one I've loved at first, the last o'er whom I bend. But soon that little flower must rise, its light must then be known. Lo, thence its spirit sought the sky, the sister mourned alone, short like thine, some transient date. They drink the morning breath, yet my brother, thou must sleep, thy spirit sink in death. Brother, thou wast my only one, beloved from childhood's years, a sweet companion of my youth. How doleful it appears, alas, he died. Oh, grief, the strain, the silent anguish of the mind, intrinsic love. These minds do prompt, revive my spirits, be resigned. And this is my take on that one. 3 et trois. My soul has not rested, my teeth never smiled, thrashed at a bone. My body buried underneath, my skin, can't you feel? My soul rocking in the cradle, let the baby live. I hear him crying in the noon hour, no soul should wait like mine, like in line, my feet never graced. My feet never graced, my feet never graced, my feet never graced, my feet never graced the ground of heaven. The devil has told the truth indeed that demons roam this place freely. Where art thou, O Lord? Why have you told the devil your secrets? For the soul, for the sad ones come roaming through my spirit, for the sad ones come roaming through my hair, for the sad ones come roaming, and they must be killed. Say peace, je dis, say peace. Do you feel the love I sing from my bosom? Do you know of my dress that dances underneath the moon? You know that I now lay beneath your nose. Do you know of the smell of the sweet nutmeg? Do you know of my dress dancing in the breeze like trees? Have you seen my brown eyes? Have you seen how brown mine eyes are? The breeze, they say, keeps the souls alive, yet I'm dead, don't you know? For the souls come roaming through my spirit, for the souls come roaming through my hair, for the souls come roaming and they must be killed. Say peace, Jackie, say peace. I sing for the Lord, for he is mine. I sing for the Lord, for he is mine. I live through mine heart, for it needs to bleed. I wait for the moon to smile upon me. I listen to the fleeting river. I smell the last ship of 1760. Gather its cargo and take it home. Don't you know how happy I am? For I know of the spells that live in the elms. Robin sings in unison with raven forever. Say peace, Judy, say peace. I'm just emotional about this.
about it. Yeah. Mm-hmm.
Aunt Plato's stories never really been told. Since 1841, so. Oh, thank y'all for your patience.
Mm-hmm.
Whew. Thank you for your patience with me. Oh, wow. Okay, Anne. Okay, Anne. Whew.
Mm-hmm.
Jeez. Okay. The haunting. John Brown was a man I never thought I'd meet. It was June 1854 I saw him passing. My horse was taking a drink. He, John Brown, did not speak a word to me. I don't think he knew who I was in this place called Kentucky. This place that they say will be the place set for the fire of Hartford. They say that this place called Kentucky was set ablaze and a spell will be unleashed, for I do not know this spell they speak of. I fear this will shake souls and kill many. It will kill those who have slavery in their fingertips in this devilish country called the United States of America, the land of the devil's blood in the Mississippi. It is clear to me John Brown has been murdered. Oh, I love him so. The Lady Brown understands that I must not take his hand in death. I carry his spirit in a jar with me and take it to my ancestral land of Hartford, Connecticut, the land of John Brown's birth. Oh, Connecticut, Connecticut, the land of the birth. You will not take him alone without my breath, for I will not take his hand in death. It is January 1st, 1860, and God just revealed to me that a dear soul will be here soon. The Lord said that she will be born a slave in the devil's blood of the Mississippi. She will save the land of Chicago, the land of gold for the free Haitians. She will be named Ida. The people will call her God in their minds. People will worship her and thank her for the truth that cuts souls. Family. Oh, Henry dear, I've witnessed many things since your resting day. The clouds are blackened in the sky. The black race of men and women are free, yet the native is yet free, yet the colored is yet free. The black race of men and women are in need, but they must be freed. I must be free. We must be free. No more. Shall they speak of freedom without hearing the drum, hear the thunder, shaking the core of our land? Our Father has since given his soul to the same soil as thee, underneath the elm, smelling of nutmeg through the summer breeze. He rises from the river with all power in his hand, with feather in his hair, with laughter in his snare, with gray coat upon his back, top hat, black, given the pearl, what will we do? Sorry. Given the scare, what will we do? Given the fear, what will you come back, my Henry dear? He rises from the river with all power in his hands, with feather in his hair, with laughter in his snare, with gray coat upon his back, top hat, black. Thank you. Thank y'all. For that, I did not think I would get emotional, but Aunt Plato is very important to me. For the past 12 years, I was thinking, like, why is it that I'm still in Connecticut? Why am I still in New England, girl from the west side of Chicago? And it wasn't until recently that Aunt Plato really came to me, and she was like, well, you're here because of me. She really wants me to tell her story. I believe there's more to her story than meets the eye. She is a poet, educator, and godly woman. I think that she is still in Connecticut. Some people say she's in New York, some people say she's in Oklahoma. It's all a mystery. But I've been seeing her a lot in Connecticut, so I think she's still there. She's a powerful woman, obviously. And in my little petite body, I don't know how I can muster her. So I feel honored to be able to tell her story. And I feel honored for y'all to listen. So, thank you. And one more thing, I do have a book coming out called The Laughing Elephant, Book of Spells, Volume 1, coming out this fall in October. By virtue of the ancestors, of course, they told me to do that, so I'm like, all right. So be on the lookout for that. But yes.
Yeah.
Thank you. Oh, no, I'm supposed to introduce
No, no,
myself
no, no.
again?
Oh, no, no, no. We'll introduce ourselves.
All right, we did not call each other and say, I'm gonna dress all in black and then I'm gonna dress all in white. It just happened. The spirit moved us and we listened. Thank you for that. All right, I'm doing my timer. Okay? Yes. Hard, people. Oh wait, my volume off because I might get a phone call, so here we go. I am Ellen. This is the first time I've been in front of people doing my work since COVID shut us down. I'm gonna be quick. Thank you. I've got 15 minutes. So, first about me, when I speak my words, I close my eyes because I don't want you to have a relationship with me. I want you to have a relationship with my words. So if anyone's offended by that, I'm sorry. It's just how I work. The second thing is I'm that typical poet, a cliche. I've always given poetry as gifts to people on special occasions. And when I was 50, I decided to gift myself. And the gift I gave myself has become my introduction to people. So this is where I'm at. Been thinking about where I'm at. Not in that Velcro feet tripping, falling on my ass, never learned to double knot my Adidas way. That head in the cloud, Bluetooth smile, just got friended again, wow. Proud kind of way. Nah, today, I'm not looking for approval. Standing in the checkout line, dipping my chip in, showing the powers that be, I am perfectly fine, spending my last dime, all eyes anticipating my decline, but my glass is half full. Paper, please, keep the receipt. Bags in hand, I'm walking, not waiting for approval. Not today. Been thinking about where I'm at, and that I think therefore I am shit, ain't gonna cut it. I'm liking this body, these senses. For years now, been flirting with a half-century, eyeballing each other across time for what feels like an eternity. Me and 50, we about to get to know one another up close and viscerally. Head up, shoulders back, breasts as high as allowed by the liberation of brawlessness and gravity. At my age, a cardinal rule. The body and the mind are tools with which to tease. Got a 50-50 chance of having the transcendental pleasure of being the one brought to my knees. Of course, in the end, I might need a hand getting back up again, but not today. Been thinking about where I'm at, weighing the this and the that. Stats telling me as a black woman, I've been spending the last 17 years as a Negro's ghost. In 19-aughts, her life expectancy just over 33. That's a couple of years into motherhood for me. In effect, her death, a resurrection for my maternal identity. Census say I got another 28 and a half years of haunting before the African-American woman in me rises to meet her maker once more. But not today. Till then, kinked hair graying, flabby flesh folding, wrinkling skin, mapping out all I've known, who I've been as matron, I claim the crone. Spreading wings of wisdom, setting me free. As mother, rooted, bodily bound to the earth, can never be. I have flown, negress, not needing papers, telling me I am my own. Been thinking about where I'm at, that place along the way, between where I've been and where I have never been, where I am at. I am here, and that is enough today. My mother. I lost her in a car accident in November suddenly, and this is a gift I gave her, and it just feels right. So this is dedicated to Yorgia Bolikakis BETHEA. It is when words fail. Nani, nani, you're safe, nani, me. I've got you, nani, me, never alone, nani. I love you. Nani, nani, you're safe, nani, I've got you, nani, never alone, nani. I love you. This was the first gift given to me after the spark of life. Before the air touched my skin, before my eyes were blinded by light, before the first cry tore through my body, shocked with confusion and fright, my world was fluid, with soothing ripples from her fingers, absently drawing circles on her belly as she sang, nani, 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 ne, or hummed, Her other hand stirred a pot, or pressed her temple trying to remember what her hormonal mind forgot, or at its happiest held a smaller hand, thumb caressing, awed by the softness found there. My big brother, always at her side, chattering, laughing, smiling, her song, his world without a care. She held his hand as tenderly as he held her heart. She proudly walked us, we three, through the market, her head held high. The wave of whispers at her back she did not seem to hear. The wall of hostile stares that parted as we passed, of them she seemed to show no fear. Thinning lips and cutting eyes, from the palest blue to the darkest brown, it mattered not the shade. All were windows to minds enslaved, shackled to the history of this nation. Dehumanization, mutilation, sexual violation, tokened emancipation, mass incarceration, lacking education, humiliation, demoralization. Before these we walked, a trinity of faith, love, and creation. Blinded by the past, they could not truly see we three. For them, we could only be a white woman, her colored boy, and the gestation of yet another abomination. Nani, nani, you're safe. I sprung from the land that bore civilization. My people wore the crown of both master and slave with the arrogance of kings. My life is of my making, my choice, never chance. My blood is your blood, and you never need fear ignorance, unless it be your own. Nani, never alone. Nani, I love you. Wait, I gotta keep going. Time, don't tickle me. With time, we grew taller than her. The slayer of monsters under our bed, the builder of our dreams. She didn't even reach my brother's chin. She stepped back, tilted her head just to see eye to eye with him. Her hands were forever fluttering, weaving tails in the air, her fingers adding color to her words, painting masterpieces in the telling. Strangers would stop and stare, memorized in their listening. Suddenly, my son, he doesn't understand my language. Am I not speaking English? Should I speak Greek? Well, then you hear me, Milatalinica, or German, sprechen Sie Deutsch, or Italian, parle Italiano. Eyes flashing, fingers flying, you must learn, my young stallion. The first step on the road to respect is showing respect for others, especially women. They are sisters, they are daughters. Someday, God willing, they will be mothers. Her hand, palm cupping his cheek, thumb caressing, awed by the roughness found there. Never, my son, give over your power. Never leave your life, your responsibility to chance. That is the way of shame and ignorance. It is so hard to do right when doing wrong looks like so much fun. It is tempting to take flight like Icarus, flying closer and closer to the sun. No matter how far or hard our fall, she was always there to catch us. It seemed as if the gods on Mount Olympus grew jealous and changed the natural order for us all. The sun was suddenly taken, the mother lost in confusion. Words failed. Her hands stopped moving, empty. There were no consonants, just silence and anguished vowels left behind, asking unanswerable questions over and over again. Shroud in black, she saw nothing, her eyes searching, unseeing. Through her veil of tears, her world became fluid. Her small body tucked around my belly on the floor, my fingers circling on her back, sending ripples through her body, shocked with confusion and fright. Nani, Nani, you're safe. Nani, I've got you. Nani, never alone. Nani, I love you. Mother, daughter, granddaughter, great-granddaughter. Flores, mama, yaya, pro-yaya. 4 generations gathered in the healing house she built from her sorrow. Its balconies with arched doorways and windows faced the setting sun, a reminder that all things, the good, the bad, must end, but hope can be found in tomorrow. There are moments I wish I could save and keep, string them together like pearls. My Yaya at 96, frail uttering, telling tales of my mother in her youth to my daughters. My mother smiling, kneeling, rubbing warm olive oil on her mother's tired legs. My Yaya giddy in the attention, lost in remembrance, sharing long forgotten song after song. My daughters chattering, laughing, smiling, dancing, allowing their pro-Yaya's voice to carry them along. In the night, in bed, my eldest curled up at my side, my arm under her head, my hand holding her hand, thumb caressing. I am in awe. My youngest snoring, her leg thrown over my belly, her fist between my breasts, thumb caressing under my ear, the wet, dreamy breath. I sing, and in the darkness I hear my mother's voice humming. I can see her in the eye of my mind, holding her mother. Their bodies, limbs loosely entwined. My Yaya's once thick, long hair, now gray and fine. My mother's thumb caressing, fingers absently drawing circles on now phyllo-thin skin. Somewhere in the darkness, our voices meet and meld. This moment, so full of life, Zoe, with all its blinding bitterness, but oh, so sweet.
So, welcome. Again, thank you both to Lady Abstract and LN and to Jamie. I think a lot of people know that I'm the person famous for saying, I have a crazy idea. We've been in conversation for 5 months about this event. So, I'm very excited. Before I get started, everyone's awaiting really good chocolate, right? So get your piece of chocolate. Does everyone have a piece of chocolate? No. Get your piece of chocolate. While the chocolate is being passed around, that's all right, there's more coming. I'm going to get started. I'm going to start with one poem that's not in the book and then go into the book. And then when everyone has their piece of chocolate, I will close with that. People I've met with my eyes closed. The 400-pound butcher on the abandoned farm. He's gonna fix my kickstand. And the Nissan Maxima is still covered in blood. And the voice of a man continues to chase. He will still, he will farm. And the white tip of the building in the distance is home. And my best friend hides her baby, refuses his face from my eyes. And the grandmother who shared this from her grandson, but was not supposed to. This is the conversation I've been having with my Negro girlfriend. And an enigmatic jigsaw breaks my skin from left to right. And the couple that keeps watch over me, making sure I don't leave, just remember to hide the keys. And the platypuses that deceive on all fours, then spring up to chase. They will catch us soon. Then there's the preacher's daughter, Preacher's daughter looks familiar. Her voice screams me down, asking, why did you come here? I should have given a preface. This actually is from, I guess, stuff that I started writing from my dreams. So these are things that appeared in my dreams. Don't do any psychoanalysis. I've got that covered. Surviving R. Kelly and Michael Jackson when they are your childhood's soundtrack. 1. Sundays, I know I hear some chuckles. 1. Sundays belong to Mahalia, but by Monday was Millie Jackson's day. By Friday, mamas didn't know it yet, losing one sense to gain another. The ability to insert themselves in between the breath and space of each lyric that left his lips. There was no doubt he was saying about them. He was singing to them, too. He was singing to us, reminded us they didn't care about us. How could we question that? How could we break the big he became, giving original meaning to blurred lines? We were never going to question, the same way we were never going to question this truth. We never stopped looking for how to get back. We figured if we can make mortals into heroes and heroes into gods, then there'd be no question. We were all in some image of holy, right? 3. We can't question the holy created by our own hand, no more than we can question the magician who made age slip into numbers, slip in and out of mouths of grown women as their daughters went missing. Lyrics became the psalms we repeated as we became accomplices to our bodies, becoming ignitions, cars, jeeps, or an endless hotel. He birthed relationships into existence, spoke babies into being. How do we question he who made us sanctified on the dance floor? 4. On the dance floor is where I would try to shuffle right, shuffle left, buck my hips. If I buck my hips hard enough, I become him. The beat and his voice take me back to the world premiere, the way he re-invited the thing we can't name. How would we ever find anything vulgar in that? 5. Vulgar might not come close. It was proof turned pornography. Black girl interrupted by viewing parties, by all the women who said they would have taken her place. How many different ways did we all claim it wasn't him? 6. Did they do it? That is not really the question. How did the music make us feel at our weddings, at our graduations, all those Saturday nights at the club? Didn't they remind us of flying with our feet on the ground? Did they do it? When our stories went missing, didn't we say they were the ones who would hand them back to us? Where do I put my cassette tapes, the albums, we can't unpaint all the pain that's been on the walls and the rooms of our psyche. Can we remove all the wallpaper from our childhoods? Where's the sin in the gods created and crafted by human hands? As gods go, they demand sacrifice. What does a sacrifice to a god look like? Our daughters, our sons, ourselves? Okay. Right back at you. So this, does everybody have a piece of chocolate? Yeah. All right. I think I'm gonna just end with wake. This was very, very, very exciting. Wake, a spell. Body pitched to unseen. Don't darn all the holes, leave some for looking. Don't say all that is seen, leave some for those who gonna say. Wake. Escaped walls and mouths gonna say otherwise. Between wake and sleep, some gonna ask you. Between wake and sleep, some gonna dare you. You are the one who checked in here. No need to tell you, wake. Yours is a tongue tuned to telling. Stitch stories, darn trauma, weave joy. And for the unwritten, the never said, the never seen, raise up as if dead. Thank you.